8th grade graduation. This is one of all of our favorite evenings of the year. We're very, very proud of you guys. We're excited to watch you grow up, and we really enjoy this time of celebrating each of you, okay? Before we begin, let's stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance. At this time, please welcome Mr. Thompson and Mrs. Wade.
All right. I have some excellent students to give awards to today. When choosing band awards, I usually look for overall performance. I look at solo and ensemble or honor band participation. I look at ninja belt achievement. So without further ado, our 6th grade band award goes to Drew Gushman. Our 7th grade band award goes to Gavin Lepke. And our 8th grade director's award goes to Evan Christie. Up next we have Miss Wade.
In the students that are receiving the middle school choral awards, I saw the following characteristics: maturity over the year, an eagerness to want to be a better singer, leadership qualities within their voice section and choir, and they all have nice, strong voices. I'm going to call up 5 students, if you would hold your applause until they are up. From 6th grade, Camden Bell, Olivia Hornback. From 7th grade, Ty Bando, Gracie Hamlin, and from 8th grade, Maggie Johnson. And now to introduce the Language Arts Awards.
The 6th grade Language Arts Awards go to Ava Hart and Owen Nichols.
Our 6th grade Reading Award goes to Samantha Bunyad and Paige Hine. Our 7th grade Language Arts Award goes to Julia Noose and Andrew Martin. And our 8th grade Language Arts goes to Brandon Peters. Next up is our math department with Mrs. Schrock, Mrs. Pyle, and Mr. Leckie.
For sixth grade math, the awards go to page 9 and Nicole Bunyard.
Our 7th grade math award goes to Jason Kayleen.
Okay, so this is my first year teaching the 8th grade algebra class, and there are quite a few people that I could have chosen this award for. The person I decided on had the best overall average between first and second semester. This person also shows kind of this, another level of drive to try and be perfect and to try and be the best they can be in the classroom. So the winner of this year's award, even though he is no good at backgammon, is the Sears. And now Mrs. Cannon and here Mr. Myers.
This is Mr. Rich Myers. He's the new gym teacher here. He replaced Mr. I guess I thought everybody knew him, but all right. So we test all the kids in middle school and also freshmen in what is known as a healthy fitness zone. There's 11 categories that they test. And it just gives them a zone to kind of let them know whether or not they're healthy or not in a certain area. But then we also do the presidential. And this is kind of the biggie. You're tested in 6 areas that are pretty tough. And you have to score in the 85th percentile in 5 of the 6 areas in order to receive a certificate tonight. So we're going to start with 6th grade first, and I believe we have them in alphabetical order. Callie Auden, Nicole Bunak, Megan Gilbert, Olivia Gates, Lorelei Gates, Ava Hart, Paige Hine, JC Jackson, Claire Klinger, Annalise Little, Katarina Marquardt, Ian Vogel, and Carson Weedbridge. Logan Armstrong, Carson Charles, Alicia Flores, Avery Robinson, Marissa Spicer, Aaron Supanon. Class, Callista Arnold, Crystal Centopano, Kylan Crane, Emily Gates. Oh my God, I almost lost one. Kennedy Gonzalez. Kyan Gray. Kiernan Gray. Brooke Lewis. Chloe Lewis. Sammy Malave. Lily Martin. Sherry Orlando. Sierra Richardson. Shepard Scott. Nick Sears. Olivia Stripcheck. Michael Spicer. Jalen Starks. Layla Stokes. Ava Vogel. And Josie Whitcomb. And that's it.
Two exceptional students, Camden Bell and Jason Munya. I would also like to present the STEM Competition Awards. Mr. Atwood and I had a competition this past Monday called the Rescue of Prince Edward, and we had 3 challenges. One was to build a bridge, also to build a trajectory, and then we also did an egg drop competition. And our first place winners, that team consisted of Sam Stokes, Ian Vogel, and Dylan Sickles.
Okay, the 7th grade Science Award winners go to Jason Kaling and Andrew Martin. This is the first year that we have an 8th grade biology class. As 7th graders, they were in an honor science class that prepared them for biology this year. So because of that, Mrs. Ray was placed in charge of picking one student to win the science award. She looked at me and said, "You gotta be kidding me. You know how many good kids there are in that class? How am I supposed to pick one?" As a matter of fact, she told me if she had the option to change all the biology classes for the 8th graders' grades to an F. That way she can have you guys back all over again. That's how much she enjoyed this year with you guys. So that's quite a compliment right there. But one of them had to be picked out of it, and she came down to one. And I think this young lady has quite a future for science. She was on the science academic team as well, and that belongs to Sierra Richardson. I would like to introduce the Social Studies Department at this time of Mr. Fiola and Mrs. Taylor.
The 6th grade Social Studies Awards go to Drew Geschwind and Annalise Little.
The look on Annalise's face was priceless when her name was called. You could tell she's, I know. The 7th grade Social Studies Award. There's a lot of different competitions we do, a lot of different types of geographic skills that must be mastered, and these two rose to the top. First we have Jason Kaling and Porter Hoagland. The 8th grade award winner this year, above and beyond, has a mind for history and social studies and just current events. Also has been part of the social studies academic team the last 2 years, and this past 2 years, and has been the captain of it. And this year led us to a perfect score of 25, 5, 3, 25. That is Gunnar Katzman. Next, we'll have the Stonewall Award.
So for this year's FOMO, we had almost an entirely brand new team, with the exception of a few. We had a great start to the year, and we look forward to the next couple of years with these guys. We had a few near perfect scores and even a couple of perfect scores this year. First up is Dylan Andrews, Katie Boss, Jason Bunyad, Nicole Bunyad, Samantha Bunyad, Crystal Centofano, Gracie Havlin, Emma Howard, Alex Luton, and that is it for this year's FOMO team. Up next is Academic Super Bowl.
For 2019, once again, Team Senator concluded another successful season of competition. Team Senator won 2 state championships this past year and was the overall top scorer in Class 4. In 2019, our social studies academic team collected its 6th state championship with the first perfect score in the history of Washington Township, which is 25, 5, 3, 25. Which makes this all the more impressive was the fact that one of the members on the team couldn't even see the screen, let alone the coach, because I've had 2 eye surgeries already this year. When the first question popped up, I go to Mr. Atwood, why is there a math question up there? He goes, it's not, it's a map. Wow. But anyway, before the competition starts, you can say some words and write down A, B, C, D, I don't know. Gunnar writes down, Chef, can I borrow your glasses? Because he couldn't see. And so then for the interdisciplinary round, his dad gave him his glasses so he could actually see the screen. So this was the Social Studies 4th state championship in 5 years. Our interdisciplinary team, captured their 3rd state championship this year as well. We did tie with Lafayette Central Catholic. Could have been overall state champion, but there was just one little glitch. Should I? We forgot to hit enter on the calculator. He had the right answer. But doesn't matter, we're state champions, doesn't matter. Okay. He did well, because it was very difficult. Very difficult to score what they got. These two state championships represent Washington Township's 16th state championship in 15 years, which ranks us first overall in Class 4, and I believe in the top 5 overall in all the schools in the state of Indiana. We are the only school that can boast winning a state championship, at least one state championship in each of the last 11 years. With the success of our team at state, Washington Township again topped 60 other Class 4 schools that have an enrollment of 250 students or less, and was the leading scorer of all subject areas. This was Washington Township's 11th straight year placing in the top 10. Once again, we are the only school in the state that can claim that honor. At this time, I'd like to introduce the members of Team Senator for 2019, and we'll be starting with the 6th grade. If I could have coaches up here to help, that would be great. The 6th graders were only allowed to be in one subject area just to get their feet wet. This year's topic was ancient Egypt, or in science it was Mesopotamia. In English, I would just say it was a graduate level English course, because it was just crazy. And in math, they learned how to play backhand. So the 6th graders were only in one academic area. So let's begin. Jason Bunyad. Nicole Bunyad. Samantha Bunyad. Owen Gilbert. Gage Gonzalez. Drew Schwinn. Donovan Jorzik. Gavin Kupler. Alex Luton. Madeline Richardson. Porter Scott. And Sam Stokes. The 7th graders were allowed to be in 2 subject areas, but many of them chose just to be in one because they know it is very, very rigorous and difficult to do. The 7th graders, Dylan Andrews, Logan Armstrong, Sarah Bobby, Cage Brown, Jason Kalane, Rachel Churchill, Elizabeth Furjo, Graciela Evelyn, Porter Hoagland, Emma Howard, Laura Kick, Gavin Ledke, Andrew Martin, Avery Robinson, Sarah Sheets, and Aaron Supernaut. Next, the 8th graders. And some of these 8th graders chose to be in more than one subject area, which makes it a little more viable and easier for the coaches to make a decision when it comes to our all-star interdisciplinary team. Emilia Gates, Kylie Grubb, James Kirk, Jalen Starks, Layla Stokes. Next, we'd like to recognize a very special group of 8th grade students. These students were the Class 4 state champions in the interdisciplinary round. At this time, they'll be receiving their certificate and their gold medals. Furthermore, they will be honored at the East Porter County School Corporation School Board meeting on June 10th. So parents be looking for the invitation in the mail. We have Captain Gunnar Casman, Brandon Peters, Taylor Frazier, and Nicholas Sears. Mrs. Lipinski, we're going to need you to come forward. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Nicholas Sears, representing the interdisciplinary team for a special presentation.
Good evening. I am Nicholas Sears. On behalf of the Washington Township Middle School Interdisciplinary Team, I'd like to present Ms. Lipinski, the Washington Township community, and the East Porter County School Corporation with the 2019 Interdisciplinary State Championship plaque.
And Nick was worried about doing that. I literally sprung it upon him when he walked in the door tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 State Championship Interdisciplinary Team. Now we'll recognize the State Champion Social Studies Team, Captain Gunnar Casman, Sierra Richardson, and Shepard Scott. Not only did they score a perfect score of 25, 5 through 25, out of the 348 teams competing, they had the best score overall, class 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, so they were the #1 team overall in the state this year. And at this time, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Gunnar Casman, captain of the Social Studies team.
Hello, I am Gunnar Casman, captain of the Social Studies team. On behalf of Sierra Richardson and Shepard Scott, I would like to present the 2019 Class 4 Social Studies State Championship plaque to Ms. Lipinski, the community of Washington Township, and to the East Porter County School Corporation.
Thank you, and it is now my pleasure to turn the ceremony over to Mr. Atwood, or I believe Senator Awards. And if teachers, if you would come up to help. Okay, it is my privilege to do the Super Senator Awards. Our Super Senator Awards are given out once a month. We have an award that we give out about every 2 weeks. It's called the Senator Individual Achievement Award. And those awards go out, everybody will receive a Senator Individual Achievement Award somewhere along the way. We try to look for something good that the students have done, and we award those out to them. The Super Senator Award is a little bit different. It is voted on by the staff members, 2 students per class per month. And there's a rubric that goes by based upon their grades, their participation in activities at school, and so that we have that for each of the months, and then those names go in for the end of the year Super Senator Award, which they will receive a plaque for that tonight. So at this time, these kids already know that they have won Super Senator Award, so we are going to give them a certificate tonight and kind of honor them along the way, and then we will give out the plaques for the overall Super Senators. So we have 6th grade teachers up here? Yes, we do. All right, let's, without further ado. I don't teach the 6th grade. I know most of the names, but there's some of the names I may not know. If I mess them up, I apologize. So. And 6th grade, when you come up, you gotta come up here, get your award, come back down, as we talked about earlier today, and you guys are gonna line up right here in front of the WT. And let's hold the applause till we get through everybody, please.
Camden Bell, Jason Bunyard, Nicole Bunyard, Samantha Bunyard, Owen Gilbert, Lorelei Gates, Gage Gonzalez, Drew Gishwin, Ava Hart, Paige Hine, Donovan Jorzak, Ethan Kurleis, Claire Klinger, Annalise Little, Katarina Marquardt, Owen Nichols, Sasha Santoro, Ian Vogel, sixth grade to get right back up here. I'm not done with you yet. I had to go take out the plaques. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, our sixth grade Super Center Award winners. Okay, so our Super Center Award for the year 2018-2019, let's do the girls first. And if you come up here and get your plaque, the overall Super Center Award, girls 6th grade, Sam Bunyan. And the overall Super Center Award winner for the 6th grade boys is Camden Bell. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, our 6th grade Super Center Award winners, give them a round of applause. Okay, we're now ready for the 7th grade Super Center Award winners. So these will be the monthly ones here first. And we need 7th grade staff. Here we go, we're all set. And 7th graders are going to do the same thing. So as you get called up here, you're going to come down there and line up there in front of the WT. And then we'll do a round of applause. And so we ask everyone, please hold your applause. And then we'll do the plaques right afterwards. Logan Armstrong, Eve Barch, Caden Betcher, Rory Bond, Olivia Brinson, Chisa Brooke, Jason Kaling, Carson Charles, Elizabeth Burjo, Alicia Flores, Porter Hoagland, Cody Johnson, Andrew Martin, Corbin Martin, Joshua Millard, Julia Noost, Avery Robinson, and Aaron Supernight. boys on this one. The 2018-2019 Super Center Award for the 7th grade boys is Josh Millar. And the 2018-2019 Super Center Award for the 7th grade girls, Julia Noose. And ladies and gentlemen, the 7th grade Super Center Award winners, give that round of applause. At this time, we are ready for the 8th grade Super Senator Award winners. And again, we ask them to please hold your applause till we get through all the monthly award winners. 8th grade, again, you're going to come up here and then line up there in front of the WT, and then we will do a round of applause and then get the plaques taken care of at that point in time. Camden Cantrell, Gunnar Casvin, Kylan Crane, Addison DeHaven, Taylor Frazier, Amalia Gates, Kennedy Gonzalez, Kieran Gray, Gavin Hine, Brooke Hiller, Maggie Johnson, Alexander Perry, Isabella Schumann, Dylan Scott, Nicholas Sears, Olivia Skripchek, Layla Stokes, Josephine Whitcomb. And we will do girls first on this one. We have co-super senators for the girls for this year. So 2018-2019 Super Senator Award 8th grade girls. Our first one, Amalia Gates. And our second Super Senator Award winner for the 8th grade girls, Layla Stokes. Well, we have a strange one this year. Not only do we have co-Super Center Award winners for the girls, we also have co-Super Center Award winners for the boys. I think that's the first time we've ever done this one. So we will start with our first Super Center Award winner for the 8th grade boys, Gunnar Casvin. And our second Super Center Award winner for the 8th grade boys, Nicholas Sears. And ladies and gentlemen, our 8th grade Super Center Award winner, at this time, we have our Attendance and Presidential Academic Fitness Awards. These will be given out by our school counselor, Mrs. Seimer, with the help of Mrs. Lipinski.
Good evening. We have a number of students being recognized tonight for perfect attendance. The first student is Daniel Anderson. And then we have Logan Armstrong, Jason Bunya. Samantha Bunya. Gunnar Casman. Carson Charles. James Collins. Addison DeHaven. Emma Howard. Ethan Curlis. Aurelie Laguerre. Samuel Miles. Dylan Sickles. Justin Tarpley. Jason Kaling. Joshua Millard. Brandon Peters. And Brandon is for 3 years of perfect attendance. Let's give them all a round of applause. And you can take your seats. Thank you. Qualified for this recognition tonight, students must have earned all A's and B's throughout their middle school career. These students also took algebra for high school credit in 8th grade and earned at least an A or a B in that course. If you could again please hold your applause until all of the names have been read. We'll start with Camden Cantrell. Gunnar Casman. Evan Christie. Victor Franco. Taylor Frazier. Amalia Gates. Gavin Hine. James Kirk. Parker LaPran. Brandon Peters. Sierra Richardson. Shepard Scott. Nicholas Sears. Sean Tarpley. Ava Vogel. And Josie Whitcomb. Let's give them one more round of applause. Students, you may be seated. And now the moment you have all been waiting for, it is time to present to you the 8th grade class of 2023.
For some of you, it started 10 years ago, 9 or 8 years ago, maybe even a little bit earlier. But now we've come to this. Where has the time gone? Your precious little ones, for some of you, your oldest, For others, your baby. And now they are growing up. Growing up way too quickly before your very eyes. Sorry parents, you can't hit the pause button or the stop button to slow down that elusive concept we call time. They are growing up whether you are ready or not. In only a few hours, your child will officially become a high school freshman. Seems like yesterday for some of you as you held them in your arms for the very first time, that little innocent face staring up at you, hearing them mumble their first words, mama, dada. Not unlike today, around the dinner table when you ask them how their day went at school and you get a grunt. I wish I could tell you it's going to change. And it will when they want something. Dad, can I borrow the car, or can I have money? Then they are perfectly awesome. You watched and amazed them as they took their very first steps. Only to have to chase after them as they go down the steps in the little walker. Or teaching them to ride the big kid's bike. You took the training wheels off, and now they're flying down the driveway, and you're screaming to them as they go off the road. Now it's going to be teaching them to drive a car. The teacher just wishes that you will tell us when you're going to be doing this so we can stay off the roads. The first day of school is very hard for many parents, watching their little ones get on the big yellow Twinkie for the very first time. Kids, you don't realize this, but your moms wept. And they wept hard. They could have told you, oh, you know, it's going to be so great when you go to school. They were lost without you, because you were the big part of their life. Parents, some of you took a picture on that first day, and you'll take a picture on the last day when they're seniors. And it will be part of their graduation party. The first and the last, the Alpha and the Omega. To kindergarten graduation, and in a very short time, walking across the stage in a cap and gown as seniors. All these memories, or all these milestones are vividly etched into your memories. If only you could keep them like this forever, where you can protect them and keep them safe. But alas, they must grow up and stand on their own 2 feet, and learn the skills necessary in order to blaze a trail for themselves. Tonight is the first step on their new journey. Their tomorrow starts tonight. Members of the 8th grade class, tonight is the first step in your transformation from an early adolescent to a young adult. And all the responsibilities that come with it. After what may have seemed like an eternity, you might finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's been a long, hard journey through elementary and middle school. Now the final stages of your Washington Township middle school experience has begun. Middle school is a trying time for many. That's why they call it the twixt in between. You're too old for some things, not old enough for other things. Some of you have made this adjustment well, while others have struggled to reach this point. Tomorrow starts a fresh new day in your lives. Some of you are well set for the road ahead. Others need to make the necessary changes and improvements in your work ethic, responsibility, and attitude to allow you to be as successful as you can be at the next level. Remember, you have only 302,400 minutes, or 5,040 hours, or 720 days, 32 grading periods, otherwise known as 8 short semesters, to set your course for the future until you graduate high school. It seems like a lot, but it's not. Your parents can tell you, as you get older, days go by quicker. Don't let this time pass you by. High school will be what you make of it. Enjoy every minute. Do all you can. Be all you can be. Your parents, friends, and relatives, plus your teachers, wish you all the best of luck. Now it is my privilege to present to you the students that make up the 8th grade class of 2019 and the Washington Township graduating class of 2023. Jack Ogle. Cadence Boss. Camden Cantrell. Gunnar Casbin. Crystal Santafanto. Evan Christie. Kylan Crane. Elizabeth Davenport. Addison DeHaven. Sydney Ditterline. Charlotte Eberwine. Mackenzie Fedor. Samuel Byfield. Zachary Fisher. Victor Franco. Taylor Frazier. Isabel Gatos. Amalia Gates. Case Gates. Kennedy Gonzalez. Cayenne Graves. Kiernan Gray. Maxwell Gross. Kylie Grubb. Carson Guth. Nicholas Hall. Connor Heidenreich. Gavin Hine. Anthony Henry. Braden Henry. Brooke Hiller. Carter Hornback. Maggie Johnson. James Kirk. Parker LeBrod. Brooke Lewis. Chloe Lewis. Samuel Lyles. Samuel Malave. Lily Martin. Peter Minix. Kaylee Nover. Rhiannon O'Kelly. Shirley Orlando. Dylan Osborne. Chesney Osos. Alexander Perry. Brandon Peters. Nolan Reynolds. Sierra Richardson.
Stuck us right now.
Landon Russum. Isabella Schumann. Scott. Shepherd Scott. Nicholas Sears. Joshua Sisson. Olivia Skripchik. Molly Smolek. Michael Spicer. William Stanford. Jalen Starks. Layla Stokes. Sean Tarpley. Ava Vogel. Josephine Whitcomb. Isabella Williams. Jillian Woods. Amelia Worster. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight it is my privilege to present to you the 8th grade class of 2019 and the Washington Township graduating class of 2023.
Congratulations. You guys have a good evening at your dance. Thank you for all coming